Good morning, children. So today we will continue the yesterday chapter of carbon and its compounds. So yesterday you studied about compounds which are obtained from carbon. Means because carbon has two important properties, one is catenation and one is tetravalency. So due to its two properties, it is able to form as many as compounds with many other elements. Okay. So almost all it forms the organic compounds. Whatever the elements, whatever the substances available in nature, like food, vegetable, fruits, these all are made up of carbon. That's why it plays important role here. Okay. So how is the structure of carbon? And we can explain through a concept called electron dot structure. Or again, there is one more little developed concept called covalency. Okay. So electron dot structure will show that how the sharing of electron takes place, but covalency is how the bonding is satisfied. If the carbon atom satisfies its number of electrons in its orbit, then it is completely, it attains nearest octet structure. Then we say carbon is satisfied, valency is satisfied. So how it happens, we'll see. So we'll write first electron dot structure of methane. This is the first organic compound prepared. Methane is the first organic compound. Okay. Or first hydrocarbon, we can tell hydrocarbon because these all are made up, the elements which the compound which are having only hydrogen and carbon are called hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons. Okay. So hydrocarbons are the compounds which are containing mainly two elements, carbon and hydrogen. Okay. Then methane is the first organic compound produced. So they found this methane from the marsh. Marsh means bushy place where there is clay, dirt, and there is bushes growing there. So from there they got methane. That's why it's called marshy gas. It's also called marshy gas. Okay. Now, how the electron dot structure is there, then we will go for again covalency. See, meth, the name indicates meth is actually, it indicates one. Means it is one, it contains one carbon atom and it is joined with hydrogen through a bonds or by dot structure. We can write elements. See, electrons in the last orbit, how much are there for carbon? 4, because its valence is how much? Its atomic number of carbon is 6. So we distribute as 2 and 4. So 4 is the last number of electrons in the last orbit. Then hydrogen is will contain 1 electron. Hydrogen 1 electron. 1 electron. 1 electron. Okay. Suppose if this carbon will take what? Or will share. No, share, I told. Share. Covalency means the bond formed by the sharing of electrons. In the case of organic compounds. So this becomes how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many electrons are there with carbon now? 8 electrons. Then its valence is satisfied. But hydrogen valence is not satisfied. So what it does? It will share 1 electron here with carbon, with carbon, with carbon, with carbon. So this is called electron dot structure. Electron dot structure. Okay, now we'll try to write this in the form of bonding. Okay, so based on this way of valency satisfaction, we can write like this: methane as C. So join these both. These two bonds you join, it becomes one line. Again one line. So this is called a molecular formula of methane. So molecular formula of methane is CH4. CH4. Methane's molecular formula is CH4. It is molecular structural formula is like this. This is called structure formula. Structure will be like this. Methane structure like this. Okay. Then again, if any compound which contain single bond and they satisfy the valency, then they are called unsaturated hydrocarbons. They are called unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay. Means their valency is satisfied. If they satisfy, they are called saturated hydrocarbons. Okay. Now, so now we will try to find about single bond or double bond, or what is the particular name for that. We will try. Okay. So carbon compounds which are having single bond with carbon atoms and satisfy the valency, they are called saturated hydrocarbons. Okay. Okay. This carbon compounds which have single bonds or which are formed by which have single bonds between the carbon atoms, between the carbon atoms and satisfy the valency. So they are called what? Carbon compound which have single bond between the carbon atoms and satisfy the valencies. Then such elements or such compounds are said to be saturated hydrocarbons. So it is saturated compounds. Okay. And when these will satisfy the valency, they are not what? Strong in nature. They are not strong in nature because they completely satisfy. But there is one more set which they are called unsaturated. Unsaturated compounds are those which are having double bond or triple bond between them and they do not satisfy the valency. Means if you convert that into, if the saturated are converted into unsaturated, they are strong enough, they are highly reactive, and they are formed by double bond or triple bond. Okay, I will give an example. So ethene, we call ethene and ethine. We will solve it, then we will come to know. Okay. So saturated here it is ethane. Okay. Now again for this there are names. Saturated compounds will end with a suffix called ane. And unsaturated will end with a suffix called ene and yne. I told ene and yne. It's called ethylene or ethine or acetylene or ethine. It is yne. Means this contains single bond. Ethane contains single bond. Ethene contains double bond. Ethine contains triple bond. So in this way they are having different bonds based on that. That's why unsaturated compounds are reactive, saturated compounds are not reactive. Then what about the saturated compound? We will study once again. So these saturated hydrocarbons or saturated compounds are also which are having carbon bonds joined with hydrogen. So how to write? If suppose I want to write ethane. Ethane is written. See, first you should try to know basic. Then we'll go for other things. Okay. So there is suffix for all. Methane. Okay. So in this, meth means one carbon atom. One carbon atom. Okay. Then I write like this: ethane. Eth means two carbon atoms. Then propane, P-R-O-P, propane. Three carbon atoms. Okay. Then butane. But. It is four carbon atoms. Pentane. Pent means 5. The name itself indicates pent. Pent means 5. This is 5 carbon atoms. Again hexane. A-N-E. Hexane means 6 carbon atoms. Heptane means 7 carbon atoms. Then it is octane. Octane means 8 carbon atoms. Then nonane, we call nonane. 9 carbon atoms. Then decane is 10 carbon atoms. So this is a prefix. This is actually called prefix. Then N is, this is called suffix. Okay. So this you can note down. Methyl, meth means 1. Eth means 2 carbon atoms. Prop 3 carbon atoms. But 4 carbon atoms. Pentane, pent means 5. Hex means 6. Heptane means 7. Oct means 8. Non means 9. Deca means 10. So this is the basic way you have to understand. This is related to only ANE. If I write ANE, that becomes what? Saturated compound or alkanes. They are also called alkanes. Saturated or alkanes. And these are actually, they are called chained what? Chained atoms. It is a chained molecule. Okay, we'll try to write the name, the structure of this. Okay. So whenever you write or you put a line there, you put a bond there, so that covalent bond indicates sharing of electrons. Suppose eth means how many carbon atoms here? First you write C and C, and between them there is a bond, single bond. Eth. Okay. Again, these carbon atoms are joined with hydrogen. You take hydrogen here, 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 here. If you want to find, you have to put electron dot structure and you will come to know it is satisfied. It satisfies the what? Valency. Covalent bond satisfies the valency. That's why it is called what? Saturated compound. It is called saturated. So number of bonds are equal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And number of hydrogen is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Means The molecular formula of ethane is, how many are there? C2H1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. H6. Okay. This is methane. Okay. Then again, if you want to write propane. Prop means what? 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then you have to satisfy by putting the covalent bonds with hydrogen. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. H. What is this? C4, C3, H, how many are there? 8. H8. Okay. Propane is ethane C2, propane C3. See, C2H6. Again, see, 2, here 1 is increased, here 2 is increased. Number of carbon atoms here we are increasing to 1. C2H6, C3H8, C4H10, C4H12, C6H14, C7H16, like this. It goes on. So these all compounds which are having or which are joined with a single bond are called saturated compounds. Again, we have different types here. Okay. So I will write one more here. I will write butane. Okay. Okay. So there are 3 types of saturated compounds here based on the chain link. One is straight chain compound. Okay. Straight chain compound. Okay. And a branched compound. Some are branched, some are straight. Okay. Then, how is I think you know very well. Straight, we'll do this first. Straight chain compound. Suppose if I write like this, I'll write butane. Okay. But means how much? 4. It is C4H10. Okay. I'll write C 1, 2, 3, 4. If there is a straight chain, there is no block, only chain, straight chain is there. So such compounds are called straight chained saturated compounds. This is what? Butane. One more I will write pentane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pentane. It is how much? C5H 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12. C5H12. C5H12. So straight chain compounds are those which are having a long straight line, straight chain of carbon and hydrogen. Okay. And now there is one more type of method of writing this butane. So that is called, this is actually called normal butane. They call normal. If it is a long straight chain, then we call it as a normal butane and normal pentane. Normal pentane. Okay. Suppose if I write in other way, what? Chain compounds. Linked, okay, linked chain compounds. Okay. Now I will write here. So branched chain compound. I will write a branch here. How? We'll see here. So instead of this here, I will do what? I will do one thing. I will rub this. Once I will write straight chain and branched chain. So same I will write butane. But method of writing is different. How? I will write carbon, carbon, carbon. Here I will write carbon. Here H, 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 H. is how much? Butane is how much? What is the molecular form of butane? C4H 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is there? Somewhere I missed here. Here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. C4H10. Now normal butane also had C4H10, but this is called branched chain. It's called branched chain structure. So if only one carbon atom comes here, that becomes isobutane. It's called isobutane. It's called isobutane. Okay. Suppose instead of this I will write in another way. I will write one more. What? For pentane also you can write. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is pentane. Pentane is C5H12, pentane. So this is also called isopentane. Isopentane means only two side. One side we will take here. This is one side only we are taking here. Okay. By joining here only means we are joining carbon like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. We are joining here. Okay. So these are called isopentane. If there is branch, again in that branched chain, again there is branched chain. So such compounds are called neopentane. Neopentane means, okay, I will write pentane only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I write like this also, then this becomes neopentane. Okay. And if I write only like this, here, C4, normally it becomes H here, H here. This is isopentane. But if I write like this, two branches are there. One chain, again one chain linked here. H, again H, again H. So these are called what? Branched chain compounds in this way. But when you write the electron dot structure, these also satisfy. So these all are called alkanes, which are having single bond. Okay. So once you go home, practice properly, you will understand. So without writing, you cannot understand anything. First you have to write. First you have to write the name and try to write, practice. Otherwise you cannot understand chemistry. Chemistry means don't take it as a history. Nothing goes. Only you have to write, practice, then it will work. So if you don't practice, you cannot do better in exam. So be careful, write and practice. Thank you. Have a nice day.